How can two particles that never met become entangled after a measurement performed on their partners in the middle? In the energy filament theory, entanglement swapping is a middle station closure that restitches to origin rules. The distant correlation appears only after U group runs by the middle outcome. The textbook setup sounds like a magic trick. You create two entangled pairs, 1-2 and 3-4. Particles 1 and 4 fly far apart, while 2 and 3 are brought together at a middle station. Then the middle station performs a joint measurement on 2 and 3, a bell-type measurement. And suddenly the data says 1 and 4 are entangled. As if the middle lab tied a red string between two strangers across space. EFT takes that red string story and replaces it with 3 blunts. Engineer-style moves, rule stitching, closure settlements, and bookkeeping reveals. Start at the sources. The first source imprints a shared coordination script into the energy C for pairing 1-2, calling its rule R. The second source does the same for 3-4, ruling R. Before the middle measurement, there is no direct shared script linking 1 and 4. Each belongs to a different family ledger. Now, the middle station forces 2 and 3 into the same local interaction zone and drives them through a single, strong coupling towards a closure event. Closure is not a look. It's a deal. The coupled system must land in one self-consistent joint outcome, and the apparatus writes that outcome into a record. That recorded outcome functions like a stamp, because different joint outcomes correspond to different ways of stitching the to-origin rules together into a new pairing map. In plain language, the middle station doesn't broadcast new properties to particle 1 or particle 4. It creates a local classification label that tells you, later, how the two distant streams should be paired to expose a correlation pattern. Think of a matchmaking show where there were originally 2 couples. Then the host pulls 2 people onto the stage, runs a pairing ritual, and stamps the result on a card. The host didn't sprint across the city to whisper in the remaining 2 people's ears. The only power is that the stamp changes how you define who counts as paired when you analyze the outcomes. Or think like an accountant. You had 2 separate books, and the middle station performs a merge that creates a new tag. If you ignore the tag, everything looks like noise. But if you sort transactions by the tag, a clean pattern appears. That is exactly why the instant entanglement feeling is misleading. Particles 1 and 4 on their own, still producing results that are as random as diced throws. And neither side can steer those dices. The correlation is not readable from one side alone. It emerges only after classical bookkeeping uses the middle station stamp to split the dataset into consistent sub-ensembles. In one stamp category, 1 and 4 show one matching rule. In another stamp category, they show a different one. Without the stamp, you average incompatible rules together and the pattern washes out. So the middle measurement doesn't create a superluminal channel. It creates a local record that tells you how to sort, and sorting is not signaling. Next episode, quantum teleportation. Still no beam me up, just calibration instructions that must travel at classical speeds. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.